morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Vidot here with Chris Berg. Better temperature-wise today, but still cold. Yesterday was a drag.
Yesterday was brutal, right?
I had so many things I wanted to go do, and I went to one place, and I was like, my legs are cold, my fingers are cold. I know I'm from North Dakota. You're at home being like, where are you from? I know. I just was, we were spoiled for so long.
That's just it. Like you walk out the car and you're like, okay, this is not for me. I just want to go back where it's nice and cozy and warm. And did you order your Snuggie yesterday then, since you don't have one anymore?
I don't think they make Snuggies anymore. I don't know. There's some kind of, I think my daughter was telling me, my 12-year-old stays up on that shoe. I think there's some new craze. It's like a sweat, it's like a blanket jacket or something like that. I have to look up what it's called, but it's not. Snuggies are
the thing of the past.
Last year, Chris.
Blanket jacket, though, sounds nice right now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I'd probably even wear a Snuggie right now if I had one, but I just don't know.
I probably would too.
I don't think that I kept that one either. So, temperature-wise, a little bit better. We're going to get back up into what Lisa Green was saying.
The 30s, right?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too. So, especially since we're now like, the countdown's on. No, I was talking about next week is Christmas week. Are you ready? See, I was going to do my final Christmas shopping yesterday. We still have time. Still have time. Still have that next weekend is going to be a big weekend.
And, and next week will be big for a lot of guys. Just getting out there like on the 22nd, 23rd.
For sure. Yeah. Oh, I hear that.
It's so nice though because it's on Friday, right? So everyone's going to have Friday off. Then you have the long weekend. And I think New Year's is on Friday. So it just kind of worked out, especially for the year 2020. I think everyone just needs a little bit extra time to just chill out.
I just read I love the memes. Sometimes they are actually hit too close to home, but I just read one that was like, you thought 2020 was bad? Wait till 2020 turns 21 and starts drinking. You wanted some jokes. We had some time to fill. I thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, everyone's looking forward to 2021. And yesterday was a huge day, a historic day.
Yeah.
You know, I was like looking at things and it was like V-Day. What is V-Day? Is it vaccination day?
For a lot of people.
For a lot of people. It was a huge story that the vaccines were showing up. Sanford Health was getting them. I watched video. I watched some of the live, feeds, and even when isn't it Dr. Nagpal? I think that was his name from Sanford Health. We've talked to him here too, and he was the first one to get it at Sanford Health anyway. And I know he was like feeling good. My arm doesn't hurt, but a lot of times after. After you get your flu shot, I got my flu shot. I felt good right away, and then that night I'm like, it just gets stiff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited. So yeah, now they're starting to pop up all over. It's a whole process.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot more shipments coming in over the next few weeks into January, and as you know, you need 2 shots. So the studies so far show that if there is any sort of after effects, it's after the 2nd shot usually. So we'll see how that goes for people. I mean. I can't stand needles, so even watching this is just like, okay, that's enough for me.
Can't look. Oh, so like even on other people?
Oh yeah. Oh, and they don't even flinch. I'm like, oh, no thanks.
I don't like to watch. If it's myself, I can't watch it.
No.
Getting a blood draw or anything like a shot or blood draw.
Anything like that.
Exactly. Cannot twist my body any more than I already do, but it's a good sign. I'll do it when I can. Of course, we'll be not on the priority list, but as soon as I can. So.
Are you going to do yours on live TV?
Yeah.
Are you going to live stream
9 a.m. right here. Okay. Are we ready? And Chris will be closing his eyes because he.
I will be. I'm like, no. Oh.
Like a little bit. You feel like that's going to be. No, they're always nice and gentle.
They are, but still, it's just. I don't know what it made. It's from when I was little. I just couldn't stand it. You'd go in for those shots and it would hurt. And so
that's why you're a TV host and not a doctor. Or a nurse.
I thought I was going to be a doctor at one point. So I was following a ophthalmologist one day. And he's a friend of mine. A buddy of mine's a stepdad. And so I went in to go just kind of see what he does. And so someone came out and they had an issue with their eye. And he was walking along with one of his nurses and like, hey, doc, he needs this. And I'm sure the needle was this big, but to me it looked like it was this big. And he just walked up to the dude, just went, stuck it right there, did his thing. And I went in where his surgery room, and he's like, Chris, you don't look good. I was like, yeah, I don't feel very good, doc.
Some people are weird about other people touching their eyes. Like that, even like if I was to touch my eye, they'd be like, make them a little woozy. But I don't know, sticking a needle in an eye.
I just remember like, what? And then he was doing other stuff, and I was like, wow, this apparently is not for me.
I'm glad that you found out then.
Me too.
Not now. Okay, well, talking about Chris as a kid, you liked hockey. People
I
know
love
you as a
hockey.
football guy, but
and
you
I
loved...
saw this story, and this is unbelievable because just the other day, I found that I don't know if I thought I sold it or lost it, but I found a Michael Jordan rookie card.
Get out.
I swear. I was like, oh, okay, this is good. This is a good thing.
Are you going to sell it and retire? How much is that worth?
I don't know anymore at this point, but it just, even if it's worth just whatever, it was like, oh, that was nice. You know what I mean? When you thought you lost it.
No
and
kidding.
You come across it and you're
Was
like.
it in a shoebox?
No, actually, because I used to collect cards, so I took really good care of it. So it was in this nice, like, glass thing. I mean, it's.
Wow.
Yeah. I found a Reggie Jackson rookie. So if you don't see me tomorrow, it's because I sold my cards and I'm retired.
Yeah, and you're on the beach already. Well, hockey legend Wayne Gretzky's 1979 O-Pee-Chee rookie card. Am I saying that right? O-Pee-Chee?
Yeah.
His rookie card with the Edmonton Oilers just sold for $1.29 million.
Wow.
So there's a chance. I mean, a Wayne Gretzky card has got to be right along the
MJ, maybe?
Yeah. It is the highest selling hockey trading card of all time, and the first to sell for over $1 million. It was rated as, mint condition.
See, that's the thing. It's hard to find them in mint. And so that's probably why it went for so much. But man, the great one, just to think back to him when he was playing, it's just, remember those days? It was incredible.
Yeah, I actually, Wayne Gretzky, that's the name I think of when I think about hockey. So.
Oh, amen. Amen.
But
Yeah.
that kind of ages us too.
I
The kids are at school, but if they're at home, they're like MJ, they love LeBron.
That's true, yes.
Wayne Gretzky, they're like,
Who's that dude?
yeah, exactly. Who are the...
But man, he was fun to watch. And just this little skinny thing, skating around and,
Yeah, he was.
you thought for sure, oh man, he's going to just get crushed tonight. And he just somehow would barely get touched.
So fast.
Yeah. Kind of like JV, right?
So fast. So
JV.
fast on the ice.
What position did JV play?
What he was
Defense? Okay, that's what I
Yep.
figured.
Does he look like he plays?
Yeah, you just can tell that he's kind of got that thing where like, you want to come mess with me in the corner? Okay, let's go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for a while he held the record for the most penalty minutes in North Dakota. Like, that's not a
No.
lie. I'm not joking. Yeah. Mine at high. I think that someone has beat him since, but he did spend a little time. He was a very aggressive player. Though
that's
I
so
probably fouled
funny.
out a few times more than I'd like to admit in basketball. If you're going to be given fouls, you got 5 of them, might as well use a couple of them. I don't know how that really translates into like penalty time. Like, you're not given penalty minutes, but you want to be aggressive
But yeah,
and be in the game.
Man, do you guys kind of get after that every once in a while? Just like,
Oh, we're so passive now. Maybe when we were kids, maybe it was that passion.
You're
Now
just like,
it's all
whatever,
gone.
JV.
It's all gone. It's all, you have to choose your battles, I guess. Well, I found this interesting. If you are looking for a job, as so many people are, in the pandemic, if you're one of the millions looking for a job, there's new information on the qualities that employers are looking for. This is all from True Blue. They identified the top soft skills that companies are looking for, and this is good for us. Communication skills, number 1 on the list. Customer service, the ability to problem solve, planning and leadership. Need to be all about those details as well. And I thought this was interesting too. So have someone else proofread your resume. Nearly half of companies say they won't even interview a candidate if they spot an error on their resume. And make sure to customize it for each job, highlighting specific results, achievements, or key projects.
good stuff right there, because people are looking for work. But it's hard right now. A lot of companies aren't really hiring
Not
because
hiring, and
it's tough.
yeah, and I know we didn't really talk about it, but some different, both Minnesota and North Dakota are looking to give some aid to the restaurant or service, industries. So I think that's a good thing. I feel
Very
like
good.
we talk all the time. I go out to eat a lot, so I feel bad for the people who make a living. That's their living. Working in the restaurant and the bar, and then, when they have to close at 10. So, I don't know. I'm already thinking ahead as you were talking about Christmas and Christmas Eve. New Year's Eve, bars will be
I'll have to close
Closed.
at 10?
closed by 10 o'clock. So,
It's so fascinating you bring that up, because I was talking to a buddy last night, and he's like, yeah, I realize that the bars are closing down early, which, the government thinks might be a good thing. But he goes, do you have any idea, like, how many people are asking me to come out to their like barns or hunting cribs or just to come and hang out. Now you got smaller group of people. There's no regulations, you know, and so everyone's kind of doing it on their own, which is the complete opposite of what they say they want for Thanksgiving, right?
Not supposed to be exactly how it works, but yeah.
But I mean, you know, people they're going to socialize. It's what we do. And like he brought up a great point. He's like, yeah, man, I've got people call me all the time saying, let's go out to this, let's go out to that, and it's all done now in these little private, you know, I say cabanas, but whatever you want to call them. And when you could be at a restaurant where it's regulated.
Who are your friends that have private cabanas? In Fargo, Moorhead.
Not in Fargo, but that's the only word that comes to my head, probably because I'm thinking about being in Miami on the beach. So,
but house parties, bringing back house parties, is what you're saying?
Hey, sounds good to me.
The hunting shack?
I'll DJ. Yeah, hunting shack, I'll DJ.
Maybe we should start having grove parties again. That's
What
we
parties?
did, grove parties. Like, I don't know what they call it here. When you go out into the country and there's a grove of trees and you have a bonfire. Or I suppose maybe just a bonfire.
Yeah.
That's out in the country, so.
Or yeah, in a hunting shack. I mean, that sounds good to me. I'll be DJing, playing EDM, and how great would that be?
That would be the party of the year. Okay, we just have to wait a couple more months, one more month. Could we social distance if your music is really loud outside?
That's what I'm saying. You can social distance at these parties. I shouldn't even be talking about this because someone's going to do it, but it sounds fun.
Okay, well, we want to remind you that our virtual food drive is still happening. If you're looking for a way to help out, you're doing a lot of shopping right now, but there are a lot of people who could really use your help. And that's why we have teamed up with the Great Plains Food Bank. In the last couple of days, we did bring in a couple $100 more, bringing us to more than $13,000, but that's still less than 40% of our goal. So if you're in a position to help, there are a number of ways you can do it. Like I said, talking about shopping, you can buy stuff right from your phone. You know, go to that VNL News app, donate a little bit of money, even a little bit goes a long way. We would really appreciate your help.
Wow.
Stay with us. Coming up here on North Dakota Today, there are so many colleges and universities in the area that we're hearing from a very special one next here that might be the perfect fit for you or your team.